Day sir. So in this video, I'm gonna be demonstrating on how to solve the compass error through course, magnetic course, and the compass course. Compass error. Compass error is the combined error of variation and deviation. In naming compass error, if the variation and deviation has the same name, we're going to add their values and affix their common name. And if the variation and deviation has different name, we're going to subtract their values and affix the name of the greater value. For example, if the variation is 5 degrees east and the deviation is equals to 5 degrees east, therefore the compass error is equals to 10 degrees east. Another example, if the variation is equals to 6 degrees east and the deviation is equals to 5 degrees west, therefore the compass error is equals to 1 degrees east. So that's how you solve for the compass error. Next is I'm gonna teach you on how to solve for the true course, magnetic course, and the compass course. True course is the direction of the ship's head relative to the direction of the true north. Magnetic course is the horizontal angle between the direction of magnetic north and direction of the ship's head. Compass course is the horizontal angle between the direction of compass north and the direction of the ship's head. Note that if if from compass course to true course, we're going to add east and subtract west. From true course to compass course, we're going to subtract east and add west. For example, a vessel is on course 200 degrees true in the area where the variation is 5 degrees east and the deviation is 3 degrees east. A lighthouse bears 110 degrees by magnetic compass. We're going to solve for the compass error, magnetic course, compass course, magnetic bearing, true bearing, and the relative bearing. Given that the true course is 200 degrees, variation is 5 degrees east, deviation is 3 degrees east, and the compass bearing, which is 110 degrees. So, first is we're going to solve for the compass error. In solving compass error, we're going to use the variation plus minus deviation. Since the variation and deviation has the same names, so we're going to add them, which is 5 degrees east plus 3 degrees east. Therefore, the compass error is equals to 8 degrees east. Next is we're going to solve for the magnetic course. In solving the magnetic course, we're going to use the true course, which is 200 true course degrees, and the variation, which is equals to 5 degrees east. In here, we're going to subtract them since we're solving it from the true course to compass course. We're going to subtract the east and add the west. Therefore, the magnetic course is equals to 195 degrees. Next is we're going to use to solve for the compass course. We're going to use the deviation, which is equals to 3 degrees east. So the compass course is equals to 192 degrees east. Next is we're going to solve for the magnetic bearing. In solving for the magnetic bearing, we're going to use the compass bearing, which is equals to 110 degrees. So compass bearing is equals to 110 degrees, and use the variation 5 degrees east. So here is we're going to add now the east and subtract the west, because we're starting from the compass to true course. So this is equals to, so the magnetic bearing is equals to 115 degrees. So next is we're going to solve for the true bearing. True bearing, we're going to use the deviation, which is equals to 3 degrees east. So therefore the true bearing, therefore the true bearing is 118 degrees. Now, to solve for the relative bearing, we're going to use the true course, which is 200 degrees. So 118 minus 200, therefore the relative bearing is equals to 82 degrees relative. So that's how you solve for the true course, magnetic course, and the compass course. So here we are now in parallel sailing. Parallel sailing means sailing along a parallel latitude, maintaining a true course of east 90 degrees or west 270 degrees. The distance sailed would be the departure of that latitude. So the formula in solving the parallel sailing is cosine latitude equals departure over difference of longitude. So for example, your vessel is sailing from latitude of 25 degrees 00 minutes north and longitude 70 degrees 00 minutes east to latitude 25 degrees 00 minutes north, longitude 80 degrees 00 minutes east. Determine your distance. First thing we need to do is to find our difference of longitude. In finding the difference of longitude, of course, we need to subtract both of our longitude. So, we need to subtract the 70 degrees 00 minutes east and the longitude 80 degrees 00 minutes east. So our difference of longitude is equals to 10 degrees 00 minutes east or 600 minutes east. Next is we're going to solve now for our departure or distance. So we're going to use the formula, the cosine latitude equals departure over d long. Since we are looking for the departure, we're going to derive the formula. So the formula now is departure or distance equals difference of longitude times cosine latitude. So now the departure is equals to, now our difference of longitude is 600 degrees east times our latitude, which is 25 degrees, cos. So the departure now is equals to 543.8 nautical miles. That's how you solve for the parallel